Good afternoon and welcome to Fishing with SeaJay. Except for today we're not going fishing. We're giving SeaJay a happy hole. Now that's not a happy ending. It's kind of a floating dock, but not like one of these docks that you have to steam up on. It's a plastic dock that actually sits just under the water, apart from the outer edge, and you steam into it. And then once you're in it, you close the back and pump the water out, and essentially you're sitting in your own little dry dock. So that means that you don't have to put any antifoul on your boat. So, you know, antifoul is a pretty obnoxious substance. It's by its nature, it's not good for marine life. So we're going to cut down on the amount of antifoul. We're going to keep our hull nice and clean and cut down on the cost of having to take it out and have it defouled each year. That's the sales pitch on the Happy Hull. Rory from Happy Hull is coming along here. He's on his way from Brighton now, and we're going to install it. We're not going to be in this berth though, I don't think. We're going to move to a berth a little bit further along, the berth that I used to have my SeaJay 2 in. So that's what we're going to do. We'll set the Happy Hull up there. I'll film the experience. And yeah, so happy days. Right, Rory's here, so let's watch him bringing it down to where we're going to put it. So it's quite a bulky thing, but the other beauty of it, which I didn't mention earlier, is if you have to move it for any reason, you know, and that's quite likely to happen in this dock, is it just rolls up and goes in the back of your car.
Nice. All right.
Right. And this is the second half of the floating boom that goes around the outside of the Happy Hull. Which I elected. You can go the sort of more basic one, which doesn't have that floating boom, but I think the floating boom makes a lot of sense. I hope we're going to disturb these mullet. That's a beauty. Because this is where we're going to put it, into this berth here. A bit wider, got a bit more depth, and yeah. Yeah, it's just going to be a pain in the arse more in it, but whatever, we'll get around that, I'm sure. Well, the other beauty of this floating Happy Hull is that once you get your boat engaged in it, it will just track you in. So you haven't got a lot of faffing around inside the thing. It'll just hold you in place. We'll find out in a minute when we try more in it.
That's probably the weakest points that you'd find, because
Right.
it's not a full form, and then
Yeah.
that just fully reinforces it. It's actually stronger than the foam itself. But
Yeah.
Then it's just a matter of just feeding everything in. You've also got an access hatch zip near the front. If you need to, for any reason, just feed it back through.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
That's all straightforward.
So if you had to dismantle it, because we've got to move,
Right.
you take it out of the water and then pull these out.
If you've just got to move, what the easiest form? Because remember, it's going to have, depending when you've moved. If
Yeah.
it's 2 years down the line or whatever, it's going to have a lot of crap underneath.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of it.
Yeah.
But we've just had clients before where they've just untethered it from so you've got a front bumper.
Yeah.
That holds it pretty rigid at the front. You remove that, the zip again. Then you just get ropes either side and you just attach it to your boat. You just pull it
Right,
alongside
yeah.
and just motor where you need to.
Yeah.
That's the easiest way. I mean, you can take it out, but it's...
Well, there's in October, there is talk about us all having to relinquish our berths because they're going to be doing development here.
Oh.
So we'll move. We'll be given alternatives.
Right.
Some of it might be out of the water while they're doing that.
Oh.
So I mean, half the reason I've gone for this was the idea that you could actually take it out of the water and roll it up if you needed to.
Well, what I would recommend is then I'm just about to finish a tutorial on how to clean it really easily.
Yeah.
So what we would suggest beforehand was to take the boat off.
Yeah.
Take the front bumper out, fold it over in the water, and then jet wash it down.
Yeah.
And then flip it over and do the same thing.
Yeah.
And that works great, but it'll take you a good hour, hour and a half, 2
Yeah.
hours.
But nothing like taking a tetradocker or something like that.
No. But a newer way that we found is that we're going to sell kits on the website, but it's going to be a nominal fee.
Yeah.
It's more the fact I just want people to use them. It's just a giant long brush,
Yeah.
flexible brush that we attach 2 ropes to.
And you just drag it
on
along.
the boat, and you just walk them down. You kind of like floss it. And it's,
Keel haul it.
Yeah. We got. Oh, it was so satisfying. I love things like that anyway.
Yeah.
But we got the drone footage, and you could just see it all. Of it.
Yeah.
We did it on our own one that's been in the water for 2 years. Oh, so satisfying. So that took 7 minutes to go front to back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it depends on the growth, obviously. Yeah. And also ours was an older model which had the stitching unit which you spoke about, whereas this has no stitching. So it's a lot harder for anything to grow onto it. Also, sea squirts are less likely to want to grow onto this.
Right. Okay.
Because it's got the smoother bottom.
Yeah.
Whereas our one, it loves a bit of sea squirt underneath.
Yeah.
Happy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the new way of cleaning it is really straightforward. Just needs to settle a little bit, so once it settles, it'll go a little bit further up. I'll breathe. Pump it out. You can have it further in the water, but I like actually here in the water, just to make sure it's...
And once it's dried out, I suppose once you open drop the back, the water will just flood back in.
Yeah. So what you do once you've done that, the first thing you do when you get on the boat is you drop the water, you drop the back.
Yeah.
The water will start to flood in.
Yeah.
And then to aid it, I just get a boat hook and I just push, I submerge all the sides.
Okay.
And once you know you're ready to leave, when the boat will move independently with the protector. If you pull the boat and it still moves with it, then there's still water underneath. Because what will happen is this takes up so much water, it can actually have like a vacuum effect.
Yeah.
So just first thing you do, drop that, start doing all your bits, turn the batteries on, give it a good pump everywhere, move the boat around. If it's free, then you're good. And then it's time to just walk the boat back manually.
Yeah.
Just push it back till your prop is about 1 metre away.
Yeah.
Hop on the boat because the protector will hold you anyway, and then you can just start get on the engine and just knock it in and out of gear. That's what I do.
Yeah.
I like to feel that there's no resistance. If there's any resistance, pump a little bit more water, and then on, off, on, off, and then you just float away.
Right, Rory, thanks very much for that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
And looking forward to having a happy hole.
Well, me too.
And I will be in touch, no doubt.
All right, brilliant. Well,
You'll get a phone call, Rory.
Honestly, you've got my number. If there's anything you need, really, that's what I'm here for. It's got to be right, and
absolutely.
Just let yourself get used to it. In and out is dead easy once you've done it a few times.
Yeah, got my drone hat on. Right, fantastic. So the happy hole. Let's hope it's going to be happy.
You'll be very happy.
Yeah.